I'd like to call the Delaware County Commissioners meeting in order. It's Monday, December 17th, 2018. The time is 9 o'clock. If everybody could please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry.
Here.
Ms. Reagan.
Present.
Mr. King.
Here.
Correct.
Here. First order of business, we are going to have to make an appointment. Rex Spangler will be moving to the clerk's office come January 1. We do need to replace him in the HR's office so we can move forward starting in January.
How about this? I'd like to make a motion that all the board appointment heads, the 911 director, commissioners, administrative assistant, our attorney, drainage board attorney, EMA director, EMS director, highway superintendent, county building maintenance superintendent, along with the Justice Center superintendent, our Veterans Affairs officer, and our weights and measures department head. I'll make a motion that they all remain the same and that we place Pam McCammon in the human resources director position.
That's all for 2019.
That's for 2019.
Second that.
Have a motion, a second. Is there any more discussion between the commissioners? If not, Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
And we will do the rest of the appointments on January 7th.
Congratulations, Pam McCammon.
Thank you.
We got faith in you, okay?
You've been there a long time.
Yeah. Next, we'll go to table of business. We have an agreement for the inmate mental health service. John, have you heard from our newly elected sheriff yet?
No, I have not.
I have. I'm actually having a meeting with him, meet with another company this afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
I would like to leave that table.
Remain tabled.
So they would just carry over till our next meeting.
I
Yes.
believe we have to give the other company another 30-day notice anyway, John.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
We'll just leave it tabled. We'll move on to approval of minutes for December 3rd, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second for approval of minutes. Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. We'll move to presentations. I do have a proclamation for Delaware County School Choice Week. And whereas all children in Delaware County should have access to the highest quality education possible, and whereas Delaware County recognizes the important role that an effective education plays in preparing all students in Delaware County to be successful adults, whereas quality education is critically important to the economic vitality of Delaware County, and whereas Delaware County is home to the multitude of high-quality public and non-public schools from which parents can choose for their children, in addition to families who educate their children in the home, and whereas education providing not only helps to diversify our economy, but also enhances the vibrancy of our community, and whereas Delaware County has many high-quality teaching professionals in all types of school settings who are committed to educating our children, and to whereas School Choice Week is celebrated across the county by millions of students, parents, educators, schools, organizations to raise awareness of the need for effective education options. Now therefore, I, James King, President of the Delaware County Commissioners, do hereby recognize January 20th through the 26th, 2019 as Delaware County School Choice Week, and I call this observance to the attention of all of our citizens. Do we have anybody here from the organization? If not, can we put this in a motion?
I'll make a motion we adopt the proclamation.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Next, we have Alliance for a Healthier Indiana.
thinking
you have
that he's
somebody
probably
here
here.
to
We
speak on
each
this?
received a email about this. And what it is that we're trying to get the state of Indiana to raise the tobacco tax on each pack for $2. And that sounds like a lot, but we are one of the lowest states in the nation with the tobacco tax. And the Alliance knows that for every dollar that goes up on tax, so many people will either quit smoking or not start smoking. So we're shooting for a $2 tax a pack. And this letter just came in an email. I just thought if we had adopted, that we would show that we are in favor of this, because Delaware County is one of the worst health-wise in the state of Indiana. It's not very healthy.
Did they say where the tax,
It
the
goes
$2
to,
tax is going to?
it'll be going to pay for a lot of expense that,
Well, I know sometimes we raise taxes and something like this and the expense goes to where it shouldn't go. So I would like to know where the $2 tax is going. Is it going to go to our highways? Is it going to go?
no, it's going to health. It will be helping victims of the smoking addiction. It'll be helping people get off of
Because I
the
know,
drug.
you know, I know we get money yearly, quite a bit of money that's supposed to go help with addiction and stuff. And I believe it goes to pay some of the high salaries at the place instead of going where it needs to
Well,
be.
you need to talk to your state legislature then.
Believe me, I have been.
But the Tobacco Coalition here, which I've been on for a couple of years, they highly endorse this.
Okay. That's all they said, Sherry.
It was just an email. Oh, Jim's not here. It was just an email, and
Could you have them come to our
oh, I could have,
January
yes, I could,
7th
yes, I
meeting so
sure
we can get a
could.
little bit more
We
information?
can table this. That'd
And
be
if they
fine.
have like a proclamation or something besides this that we could vote on? That way we
I don't
can-
know if there's a
that
cop-
way we-
there's a-
or
there's a
something that we
copy.
can sign?
Yeah, there was a copy, I guess we can table this. I'll move we table this till January 7th.
To what, I'm sorry, I was.
You wanna table it?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Have motion and second to table. Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Next, we have the year-end economic development report from Brad Bookout.
Commissioners, good morning. Brad Bookout, Delaware County Economic Development Redevelopment. We're having some issues with the IT on the
Brad,
table.
is the
so-
microphone on?
How's that?
Better.
Okay. Brad Bookout, Economic Development Redevelopment. We're having some issues. Maybe we'll have this going by the time the meeting's over.
As long as you know we could
Yeah,
move it to department head elected officials.
sounds good. So,
Okay. We'll move to our contracts for the extension and contractual service agreement. Ms. Molly Hunt.
Good morning, Molly Hunt, Delaware County Purdue Extension County Extension Director. So everyone should have in front of them a copy of our 2019 contractual services agreement. So this is the same contract that we present on an annual basis, and it allows for Purdue Extension to remain in Delaware County and provide those services outlined within the contract. It's the same contract that all 92 counties within the state of Indiana receive from the university. Are there any questions?
I have no questions.
I know you ladies have been very busy, and we appreciate what all you're doing here in Delaware County. I move we accept it as presented.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do have the official copy that has the director's signature on it, and then I would need Commissioner King, your signature as well.
And, you know, come January, if you want to make a report to us for a second, because I know people would like to know what.
Molly, scan that and send that to me this morning.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we'll move to general service agreement Angie with Triad Associates.
Morning, Commissioners. This is the annual agreement that I have been presenting to you for the past several years. The not to exceed amount is $15,000. The hourly rates have not changed for the past couple of years. I just need your approval on that for 2019.
I make a motion to approve the triad agreement.
I'll move. I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Steve, can you call roll?
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
How much is that agreement?
Not to exceed 15.
$15,000.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Next, we have the off-site mitigation for Jackson Street, Morrison Road, the roundabout bridge project. Angie?
Commissioners, when we constructed the roundabout and new bridge, we were required to mitigate. And the site has never been successful, so we feel if we move it, it will be successful. We can do a 3-year reporting on it and hopefully be relieved of any more monitoring. And there is room available at the Endless Spring site where we put the Parkland Rellsburg mitigation site. I did present this in front of the Delaware County Redevelopment Commission, and they did approve to fund this project for us.
All we're doing is approving the contract.
Correct.
So does that mean that we can now go in and mow it then?
Yeah, once we move it,
Good.
Yeah.
once we move it.
Looks like a bunch of weeds, that's just,
I'll make a motion we approve the agreement with Flatland Resource.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion with the commissioners? If not, Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
Yes,
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
maybe
Yes.
our surveyor out there to take good care of us.
Thank you.
Next, we have Augusta Consulting Agreement with Brad Bookout.
Good morning again, Commissioners. I had shared these, or I believe you've had a copy of both the agreements for both the Delaware County Redevelopment Commission and Delaware County Economic Development. Shared them with the legal counsel. There was some revisions made from legal counsel. Those revisions were all acceptable to Augusta Consulting. So we ask for your approval today.
You guys do a good,
Absolutely.
good job for us, and we're very grateful for the job you do. I'll make a motion we approve the agreement.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion with the commissioners? If not, Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes,
Mr. King.
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Next, we have the Delaware County Permanent Right-of-Way. Is this yours too? John, do you know what this?
first Ashton's bottom, they're not here to present us. I'll move we table
Yeah, let's move the table that one.
Got a motion, need a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
it. Yes,
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Next, we have the agreement with Barnes and Thornburg LLP agreement.
This is an agreement that the redevelopment commission approved for working on some TIF districts. This is for the commissioners to approve a contract.
I'll make a motion we approve the contract, Barnes and Thornburg.
second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion with the commissioners? If not, Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
Yes,
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Next, we have ordinance for second reading, ordinance number 2018-020, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of Delaware County concerning approval of execution of proposed build, operate, transfer lease.
This is the second reading for ordinance 2018-20. The first reading was on November 26th.
I'll make a motion we adopt ordinance 2018-020.
second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion with the commissioners? If not, you can call the roll, please, Steve.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes,
Mr. King.
Yes. Next, we will move down to department heads and elected officials.
I have two things for the commissioners. First, I sent out a revision to the edit plan, the 5th revision to the edit plan, to include the lease payments for the build, operate, transfer. And so we would need, the commissioners need to adopt the 5th revised edit plan. The edit plan will come up for its 3-year renewal and a new plan in June of 2019.
So is Project 63 the only one that you've added?
Yes, that's correct.
So, and the one, 59 closed, so that
Yes.
transfers
Yes.
the money in?
Yes.
I'll move that we adopt as presented the 5th economic amendment.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion with commissioners? If not, Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes.
The other thing is, at your request, I contacted the Budsey Community Schools about some of the surplus items at the ASIN's building. I think Steve Edwards and some others went out in an inspection, and Muncie Community Schools made a decision that there is some items out there that they would like to have. So you would need to declare these to be surplus items. The gymnasium bleachers, the lockers, gymnasium scoreboards, the doors, science tables, the basketball goals in the gym and the water fountains, as well as some movie screens, pull-down screens that are out there. School Corporation would very much appreciate those, and since they're not of any value or any use to the county, you could declare them to be surplus and they can be transferred to the School Corporation.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. There's no further discussion with the commissioners. Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. That is, John.
That's all I have, yes.
Mr. Spangler?
Well, as Dave spoke earlier, I'm going to be leaving the Human Resource Department here at the end of the year, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank Sherry and James and Shannon and John. I have absolutely had the best job in this county. So I'm going to be kind of like the dog that caught the car. I don't know what I'm going to be doing here in a few weeks, but I'm looking forward to that change, and I just want to thank you guys. It's been great working for you. Your openness has just been great. I mean, you gave us all the tools we need to be successful, and hopefully you're pleased with the job we did. Thank you.
Thanks for leaving us in HR office.
Don't be very
But we
far
know where
away.
you're gonna be, so.
You could get a car just to move it.
Yeah. Do we have anybody else? Morning, Paul. Morning.
Paul Singleton, Director of 911. I appreciate the reappointment. I sent in a service agreement late, and I was wondering if you'd had a chance to review that.
John, have you looked at that agreement?
I did look at that. I didn't see any issue with it.
That was AT&T.
No, it's through
No, it's,
Motorola.
Oh, Motorola.
And my purpose in getting that in now is so I can pay it out of 2018 money, so that doesn't put me behind that amount next
And
year.
it pretty much stayed the same money, and you have the money to pay for it.
Yeah.
So that was-
I think it went up just a little bit, but the previous service agreement had been, I think, in the 49,000 range for several years. So it's a increase, but it's a small one.
That way you could have approved that agreement, you already have the money, and
John's looked at it. I'll make a motion to approve the agreement with Motorola. You can copy that with you by chance.
No, I emailed it in.
I know you did.
we can get it signed and get it to the name.
Right, and that way I can return it to them and actually get an official invoice.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Have a motion and a second to approve the contract. No other further discussion with commissioners. Steve, can you call the roll?
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Jones.
I just wanted to thank you guys for reappointing me as the VA officer, but I also wanted to let everybody know that just this last week, Steve over here, the guy that works in my office, was able to raise a little over $500 for a Christmas tree outside of our office. And so if everybody gets a chance to maybe go down there and look at what we did, it was a really cool tree. So
Yeah.
wanted to throw that out there.
Underneath.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yes, they
And all
do.
those booths underneath there are all of our guys, so like all of us that was overseas and stuff, so.
I
That's
like
it.
the table out in the hallway.
Yeah, the POW MIA table.
Do a good job, Nate.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you, appreciate it.
Everything you guys do.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys.
Well, you set up yet, Brad?
It's closed.
Anybody else?
Oh,
I will tell you, there's some guys from the embeds that would actually like to address you guys, if that's okay.
We'll let them do it right now. Well, let's do the payment of claims, and we'll have them come up. And hopefully after all that, Brad will be ready to, yeah. Just need a payment of claims in amount of $1,180,312.19.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Steve, can you call the roll, please?
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Gentlemen, if you'd like to.
My name's Randy Rouse. I'm the past State of Indiana Department Commander. With me I have Alan Thomas, past Post Commander, and our son's commander from here in Post 12 in Muncie. We've worked with Nate and Jigger and the VA here in town, but we need a little help every now and then. I just want to give you a program of what we do for veterans rides in Delaware. This is just our van rides. We had 235 veterans, worked 4,639 hours. They traveled 8,985 miles. Post, since we have all volunteers, it only costs us $2,031, but the national value for that is $117,825. And that's the bands and the veterans we've rode so far this year. We're just asking for a little bit of assistance from time to time on the upkeep of the vans. This doesn't include the upkeep on the vans. Our van's getting an order right now. We're working with Exchange Club about getting a new van. And we gave Ralph them to have the information any veteran in Delaware County needs to ride. These vans run 5 days a week. And any VA hospital we take them to, I'm also vice president of the Service Foundation for State of Indiana AMVETS. We've just hired all new officers, well-trained to help veterans get their benefits. Again, any assistance you can give us down at Post 12, we'd appreciate. And this doesn't include our over 200 funerals that's done a year and all of the rest of the stuff that we do for Delaware County, for our veterans here in Delaware County.
We have an application that you can actually fill out. Nate, if you and Ralph would like to get with them and help them fill that out and get it back into us, whatever these set of commissioners we can do for our veterans, we're going to do it.
Thank you very much for your time.
I do want to speak on that real quick, just so that you guys understand, because I think you guys know we're getting ready to try to get a vehicle as well. So these guys do a lot of your pre-scheduled appointments that, you know, a veteran says, hey, I just don't have a ride or a car, whatever the case may be. So the difference between what they're doing and what we are trying to do is a lot of times we'll get a veteran that comes and they'll say, hey, I got an emergency surgery I got to have tomorrow at this time, can you take me? That's more of the realm of things that we do, along with nursing home visits, house visits, so on and so forth. These guys do a lot of the traveling to just your scheduled appointments down to Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, and Marion, VA. So
We've expanded a little bit since then. We did work with the Red Cross, now we just kind of do it on our own. We do the emergency things, but there's a couple guys that we double teamed up that had to have cancer treatments in Fort Wayne. We ran guys 5 days a week. We had somebody there every day to make that happen. We've changed a little bit since when we started trying to work with the Red Cross was involved. Red Cross is not involved anymore. We've expanded it out. We still, and I think Brad, he runs our, his name's John Reeder, excuse me, Brad, excuse me, and I like your jacket.
Thanks.
Kind of throws you off when you're trying to talk.
And I'm supposed to be used to talking in front of big groups, past station manager, but we've changed a little bit on some of our things as John's took it over. Red Cross still gives people when they need a ride. So they can call this number, and he's got it, anytime they want. And if there's any way Post 12 can help that veteran get to where they're going, we will do that. We're limited on volunteers and stuff. But we've changed a little bit. We haven't talked about this. They didn't know I was coming up here today.
hey, I'm going to support it regardless.
Yeah,
So anything we
we
do to help.
support each other. I appreciate everything Nate and everybody does here in Delaware County. I think we all work together, all the veteran service. And then Delaware County do work a lot to help the veterans, more than I think the public actually knows. Selma does a great job reaching out there. I know I've seen Steve out there a few times. And we just, I just wanted to get that out to what we do, and we'll get a form from you guys, we'll fill it out, and we'll try to do everything we can to help. We'll all work together to help our veterans.
Absolutely.
That's what veterans do, veterans help veterans.
There you go.
That's what we need to do.
Thank you,
guys.
thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Yep.
Commissioners, I'm sorry, we've got a good presentation to show you, but it's not gonna happen today. So,
Okay.
hey,
Okay.
we're gonna have to put all those people who didn't show up today, they're gonna get to see it.
Main thing was the contract got signed, right?
That's, yes, exactly. We wanted to do the presentation before the contract signed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Yep, do we have any public comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion to recess.
Move.
Second.
A motion second. All in favor, say aye.
See you next
Any
year.
opposed? Go to recess.